Hello everyone, and welcome to another server tour. And we found
El Dorado.
Woohoo!
Hooray!
So this is the first step to get there. You need to clean up yourself, and that's why we invented our car wash. And actually, Dockham showed this already in a quick video when he first guest. And well, yeah, you really get clean in here, as you can see, all shiny and yellow. Everyone, beside Panda, he didn't decide to wash yet.
Isn't Chain in anymore? Come on, guys. We have to change.
Yeah, please.
Boo.
Yeah, that's way better.
It's better, right?
Yeah, that looks a little bit cleaner.
Go wash yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Finally.
There we go. Way nicer.
Nice job. Okay. So, first of all, we again have to show you our spawn since, once again, we changed it over. And, yeah, it's... we are running towards it at the moment. Let's go there. And here we are, the super epic dirt area. Okay, so it might be questionable, but why we did craft all our wheat there into this gigantic hay bale. But the reason for the dirt area is that we figured out that the wheat on the spawn area would not cause much lag, but a little bit of lag due to all those random updates the game would have to process with this gigantic wheat field all over the place. Which, well, it still checks whether for the wheat plants apparently something. So we just cut them off, and it reduced our server idle load by a little bit, by a few percent. And well, we didn't decide, or actually we decided on what to replace it with yet, but I probably won't tell you now because we'll show you when it's done. And there has changed something else about our spawn, and that is quite far up there, and Cabo is already waiting at it. We added something to our iron trench, and well, we should first go there, and Cabo is going to explain you what we did.
Hi, so we're at the top of the iron trench now, and as you can see, I've added this big mess of redstone. It looks complicated, but it's just adding a small process to the entire thing to make it work on 2 levels. So the problem was the villages were too close together. When they would stretch across the gap and grow, their radius would get bigger and they would be able to merge. So
I guess we didn't really tell the people yet that since we built up the double trench in episode 2 already, but since then it actually was never working as a double trench apparently. Or I don't know, maybe it worked at the beginning. For some weird reason it worked at the beginning, but then it stopped working after we updated it. And well,
After we updated to 1.5.2, right?
I don't know, but we definitely had no clue why it wasn't working anymore. And until Cabo came back and figured it out for us, the real reason, and the reason was mainly that the cells were too close to each other.
well, I think
Wait, Cabo didn't figure out why it was, but he made a solution.
Yeah.
Because no one was able to.
No discussion here, guys.
Yeah.
anyway, the idea is just that they were too close together, so we had to separate the processes so that the first level would form before the second level. And that's basically what this does. It just creates the first level of the iron trench while the second level is blocked off during the second phase, and then it runs the second phase again with the second level opened up.
Okay, so you're going to make a tutorial if people want to actually build a double iron trench, right?
That's correct.
Okay, and actually let's just, you can also probably barely hear the notebooks. Let's just take a look, and maybe we can catch some golems dying in there at the moment. I don't see anyone right now. Oh,
Also
something
worth
is happening
mentioning,
up
you can
there.
make it triple by that.
Ah, I can't see the golem, it's dying up on the top floor.
Back
You
there
can-
on the left
I
is
see one.
Yeah,
I
okay,
see its head.
nice.
Oh
and
no, I fell off.
Oh,
Goodbye,
no.
Panda.
GG!
GG.
Oh,
What
God.
is it using?
Let me just take a look at the top.
WP?
Well
WP?
played.
Well played.
Ah.
Oh, dang it. Okay, let me just take a look whether the bottom farm works as well. And what the hell? Whoa! I don't see any golem dying in here at the moment. Oh, there we go. I can hear one. Yep, there we go, 2 golems dying here. So both farms are finally working now, and it supplied us with tons of iron, and we are still running low on iron. And you might wonder what is the reason for this? Why do we need so much iron that even a double trench can barely keep up? And we'll show you this in a moment. Since I said we found El Dorado, I think we should take a look at it.
Delicious.
That's how I like my gold.
Ah, so tasty. Well, finally we can all eat delicious food all over the place all the time. And the reason for this lies beyond bedrock, and that's probably also the main reason why no one else found El Dorado yet. There we go. And let's see if anyone fails in getting through. I got us stuck in cannon.
Could I place a block
Banana,
there?
banana. Oh, he's doing it. Okay, careful. And there we go, impulse. Hey, so woohoo! Here we are. And if you take a look straight up, you can just get a small glimpse on this epic, gigantic gold farm. And design is from Cabo, Impulse, and Milky Way. Or who mainly developed this? I don't want to give false credit. Okay, not you.
Yeah, mainly Milky Way and myself.
Okay, so maybe you guys want to showcase it?
Yeah, let's just first get up to the top, everyone, so we can see it working.
Okay, so we got...
There's a very nice view at the top.
Yeah, we got 3 different ways to get up. Who wants to compete with me? I'm going to take the Enderpearl elevator, but someone said that the minecart elevator is quicker, and I doubt it still.
I think we're all afraid of the minecart elevator now.
Oh.
Yeah.
I want to try it. Yeah.
Okay, Elrich is going to attempt it. So who gives the signal?
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go!
Milky, you be the judge.
Oh.
I'm
Okay, Yen is first. Obviously.
Oh,
And there we are.
And
Ha!
Elrich is also here.
Okay. Hey, I was quicker. Oh, poor panda.
Well, actually, you arrived at the same time. Elrich was just
GG.
in the lower minecart, not in the final one yet. So,
Woohoo, I was quicker. Haha.
so everyone up here.
Alright, so what we have here is basically a 3-in-1 nether farm. So it's not just your typical gold farm that's only harvesting pigment. It can actually harvest magma cubes and gas as well. And we did that, it's just a shifting floor design. And we're able to kill the gas by putting a gas crusher on top of it. And then we also can get the magma cubes by putting a ring of cactus below. So as they fall, they just pick a direction and start jumping into the cactus and killing themselves. And the way we're able to collect their loot is we have hopper minecarts running a length of this floor, which is actually 100 tiles long in all 4 directions. So we have a total of 4,848 spawn spaces for the gas, or for the pigmen, and 404 for the gas, which is Milky Way's favorite number, by the way.
4,008. Yeah,
Yeah.
404 for the gas. That's
Turning into
precisely
real
aimed
gas
for.
busters here.
Yep, so yeah, this thing is pretty productive, and you can take a look down and see all the spawn rates that we're getting. we ZipKrowdified it. You know, we added some repeaters on the gas crusher to make sure the floor would shift in a couple extra times, get those gas tiers to fall through. So it's pretty productive for gas tiers as well.
Okay, let's take a closer look at it, right, and show you all the details of it.
Yeah, and just the thing to mention on the way down there, you see there is a ton of repeaters on each side, and you could ask yourself, why are you not just taking a single repeater with more ticks? And yeah, the reason behind that is we had more redstone than we had iron blocks, and if we wanted to make it spawn-proof for magma cubes, we would have had to use more iron blocks, so we just chose repeaters, and we think it looks way cooler that way anyway.
Okay, so can you quickly demonstrate it?
Yeah, I would need to destroy that iron bar, and another one. Okay, let me get up there.
So I'm shifting awkwardly on those slabs here, and yeah. So the design itself is probably not completely new. It is different from the one we used for the witch farms here, but it's perfect for just a single floor, because it has separate clocks. Reacts very quickly, and I guess it's already somewhat common, this design here, with the pistons, redstone blocks, and the hopper clocks in the back. On the other side, there are just two comparators fewer, so that it actually shifts. Not both pistons try to shift at the same time, but they're alternating. But the interesting part is probably the top, because that's actually somewhat new. So, Mickey, why did we actually implement this?
Yeah,
Make
so
it up somehow.
what happens up here is, yeah, you could just jump up there.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What we have here is when a ghast spawns, it will get crushed by these top pistons.
Okay.
And this will also trigger these repeaters. And once the gas dies, there will still be power on these, which will power the shifting floors below, which is making sure that if a ghast here drops, it drops down for sure, and not only if there is pigment spawning down there until it despawns, and then it also has to get back. Oh, we got
maybe.
Another happy
special gas
customer.
over there.
Unfortunately, it was too far
And
away.
it's dead. Yeah.
You could hear it in the distance.
Yeah, so that's the problem with this huge design now. Before we made it that big, you could see pretty much all the gas while not seeing all the pigment,
Yeah.
because this was just not possible. But you can pretty much always see them dropping underground down there. So,
Yeah, we see some
Okay.
source shifting. When we are down here, the parts of the nether are already loaded, so the efficiency is way lower than if we are all at the top there. But sometimes mobs still spawn. And
Yeah.
and in the center here, we just used my ender pearl elevator design. I actually made a video about it, I think. This is not the one with the tripwire and the ladders, because this is just more convenient. You don't need to press shift, and also it fits the steampunk style of this whole design far more than just an ordinary one without any redstone, I think. Yeah, so as you can see, this consists out of very many iron blocks, and most of them are actually down there where the mobs die. So let's just take a look below the snow. Does anyone have some snow in case I actually break it?
Nope.
Nope.
But
You guys have to be careful.
you can believe us, under these snow layers, this is iron blocks everywhere. We didn't.
OCD.
We weren't cheap about it. We didn't place dirt or cobble or.
Now I need to break
This is
it
all iron
at one
blocks.
spot and take a look.
Yeah, pick a random spot. You won't be disappointed.
It's not quite random, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we should also just take a further look down so that people know what's happening there. Oh, dang, I'm trying to mine an iron block here with my golden pickaxe.
Yeah,
Does
we have
anyone-
enough iron blocks.
Okay,
We have
screw it.
some on us to fix it right now.
I'll grab some.
Oh, but you can mine the gold.
And don't forget
the
to
rail
get
there.
snow.
Oh, can you? I just destroyed the rail, and I didn't even get it back. Dang it!
These gold pickaxes are just great.
Yeah.
Picked it up.
Gold
And there are
pickaxe.
the rules.
What
No,
type
no.
of rail? Powered or normal?
Okay, so
Powered.
Powered.
there are parallel minecarts here to be able to pick it up quick enough, and also solid blocks and 2 layers of snow above, as instead of just half slabs, because this is spawn proof, so there can't spawn any tiny slimes where the minecarts are. and because there's a solid block above, but still the minecarts can pick this up, and the snow layer is important, otherwise we would have direct spawns on top of this. And we actually had to make those cacti 4 meters high and put a half slip above, because magma slimes can jump really, really high. Did
I
you
guess
replace
serious
those rails?
Yeah, I
Cabo?
replaced it.
Okay. And if that,
Cactus.
since they don't die from fall damage, we need to keep them inside here and let them die from the cacti damage. Otherwise, we will just accumulate slimes at the top, at the bottom.
Well, eventually they would hop out of range and despawn, but that would take too long and block the mob cap like forever.
And
Who got the cactus?
JL should.
I got 4 cacti.
Yep.
Yes. Let me
Yeah.
just replace them. So Impulse, you developed the system to drop off the loot from the minecarts, right? How did you call this again?
That's correct. Hopper minecart item drop-off station. Longest title ever, but it works. Pretty much explains what it's doing. So it allows for the Hopper minecart to get stopped at the end. Right to your right. I'm over here. There you go.
Let's take a look at it.
So yeah, right where I'm standing underneath this is where it's at. So basically what it does is, as the hopper minecart collects all the loot on the way down and back, it will get stopped at the end of the track and give it just enough time for everything to unload from the cart. And as soon as it's completely unloaded, it will send it back on its way. So I have a tutorial for that in my channel as well.
Yeah, let's just take a quick look here. I need another iron block in a second.
Well, JL, come over here. You can see it without problems.
I know, already briefed in. So, okay, let me get up.
Oh,
So
it's
if a
the same
minecart
with you.
arrives at here, at the moment they are all empty. But if a and I see one minecart is currently stopped over there, probably because someone griefed into this. Was this the side? Yes, I think so. There's a minecart standing still. We need to fix that. But if a minecart does have any load in here, the comparators will actually trigger this. Trigger that there is something in the hoppers, and therefore turn off the booster rail until the hopper minecart is empty, and then it will launch again, right?
That's correct.
Correct.
Okay. Okay, so let me just try to get down here without falling down completely. Yes, I did it. Anyone with an iron block?
I think Cabo had some.
JL, take these.
Woohoo! Thank you. So just saying, on which side is it? On the north side, there's one minecart standing still. We need to fix this.
Yeah.
Okay. And what happens after we processed or we got all the loot from them? Well, first of all, we are going to sort out the zombie flesh. That's happening over here. Just a very default sorter. And it's currently not spawn proof, by the way. Who forgot to place some blocks above it?
Milky.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think so.
We'll all point fingers at each other.
Okay, let me just quickly fix this. Yeah, jump
You
boost
didn't
for
need
the
the
win.
block on the piston.
Have slabs?
Yep.
Anybody got have
What
slabs?
a waste of blocks. You wasted 2 iron blocks there.
Okay, now I can't place the last one. I need to try something risky here. Okay.
Go ahead, I got a knockback sword.
Yes, I did it. Woohoo. Okay. Okay,
It's
so
so
we are
easy
back
with us.
down here. The collection system at the bottom is not finished yet. You can see there we are currently just storing all the ingots in here, and it's we are constantly using them up for some obvious things like golden apples. Yum 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 yum.
Oh,
Yum,
yeah.
Yum 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 yum. And
Oh,
therefore,
yeah, very tasty.
yeah, they're just super tasty. He will probably add some more fancy systems down here, a proper collection room, and show this in another server tour. But, well, I believe that even though this is not completed yet, it's still already a super impressive gold farm. Did we actually ever measure the rates of it?
Not since we expanded it.
Expanded it, so no,
Yeah.
not
Well,
really. It
It
should
was
be a
pretty
ton.
much empty before we came up to the nether, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we do have a chest of gold blocks, or we did before we crafted those apples. And we are rich. Yeah, El Dorado for the win. Woohoo.
Yay.
But that's not. We are not done yet. There is more to show. So let's go to the next. New creation on our server. What the hell is happening here?
Attacking you with this flight
floating
Oh, why does...
Why is he after me?
Because I love
Record that.
I'm doing...
Ebo,
What's happening with
Ebo
those
is-
thoughts in at
Ebo.
his feet?
I don't know.
your diamond
my
stuff
golden
is
apple.
gone.
Yeah, that's his attack animation, probably.
Baby zombies can do magic.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Record me,
Control those
record
Yeah,
me.
somebody hit that. Somebody hit the record button for sure.
Panda, run!
Oh man.
This is our new storage room mascot.
Yeah.
Stop.
Muffin.
Yeah, well.
Should I give him my sword?
Can we trap him somewhere?
Yeah, I think at the enchantment table we could trap him with iron bars. Just trap him in his corner. I think that will be cool.
Stack
Okay.
up. Panda, just stack up for a moment.
I got only one gold block in my inventory.
Okay, somebody throw something on the ground for him.
Now he got a diamond sword. Oh
Sharpness
god.
5.
You're crazy.
Oh wow.
He was
Oh, watch out! Oh, he's after me again.
That's so nice. That's so nice. Not the
Okay,
Hey,
can
look
we,
at this yard sale over here.
okay, this is not going to work.
wow.
Probably trap him. You do.
Oh man.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Fire stick!
Does he have...
What?
I think we're gonna have to kill him.
We have
What?
to kill him because he picks up all the armor and doesn't drop it when he
Yeah.
pick it up. So it's probably.
Oh no,
Okay.
if you kill him he doesn't drop it at all.
He doesn't
Yeah.
drop it.
Lost
Yeah.
It's all
anyway.
lost.
Like,
All
he does
lost.
drop all the stuff he's carrying now?
Yeah.
Everything's
Oh,
lost.
oh there,
So
he stopped
let's
kicking it around.
kill. Don't kill him. Don't kill him. Let's at
Don't
least
kill him.
keep him.
Yeah.
When he gets this good
Yeah.
stuff, let's keep him at least.
Also,
Okay.
maybe they
Come on.
change this behavior later, and there may be a way so we get the stuff back.
Yeah.
Wow, he's just a
So I'm
Okay.
stacked up for now.
stärker als ein goldener
Who's gonna
Apfel,
trap
Alter.
him? Somebody needs to
Okay,
trap him.
anyone who... wait.
Where's he going?
See.
He's
Wait.
going getting
There he is.
upstairs.
There he is.
Okay,
Oh no, not the...
Who's he after?
get to
Got
me.
it.
Get
Oh,
to
he's
me.
after
I
Gannon.
think I'm...
After again.
Okay, we need
Dang
snowballs.
it.
Where's snowballs?
What do you want to
So
do?
we can throw the
Just keep
attention on
running.
someone else without actually getting too close. Oh come on. Where are the snowballs in the storage room?
All these blocks you're placing doesn't make it much
Has
easier
no
for
layers.
my
Everybody
part
just wants to stay safe.
There are not many snowballs in here. They just picked them all. There were just 20 snowballs in.
Yeah, 20 is enough. I only need really few.
Come on, you guys
Yeah.
all
Get
stack
them.
up and I log out.
Get it, Panda.
Well,
Okay,
that will
thank you.
kill us.
No,
Very
just
wise.
stack up everybody and I log out.
Wait. I will try to get him. Don't stack up there, Code Raider. Get out of the way. Don't stack up there. I'm trying to trap him here. So where is he? I want to get some attention on me.
Okay, well then I'm in
Run
still
at
side
me. I
chasing
will
with
anyway.
the
throw
Gannon.
snowballs at him. I hope that works. So, okay, now he's on me. And now you can push him in here and we can place blocks there. Like on the ender chest.
Okay.
Then we got him for now.
Okay.
Oh,
Ah.
almost.
Not
Oh.
glad.
Oh, no.
Nice.
Close.
You can't jump 1.5 meters.
Okay. Now
Who plays
push
the
him over
half
here, push him in. I will
Whoa,
place
whoa,
a wood block
who
there.
placed the
and
house?
then we got him.
We're just
We have
placing
to
all
stand in one
sorts of
place.
blocks here.
It doesn't change
What?
anything.
Yeah.
Panda, stand.
Yeah?
Don't move. Unless
Yeah.
don't move.
Okay.
Rotating, moving.
Go into the far
I
corner.
almost trapped
So he stays there, Panda. Panda, you need to go to the corner
Right.
closer to
Yeah,
the
he
item
needs to
anyway.
go
To go
to
to
you.
the other corner.
Other side.
Yeah,
Panda.
Panda, you're
Panda.
totally.
Yeah.
That's not really working.
It's
Is
weird.
it?
No, this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, we got him.
Okay.
Amazing.
Man.
Who's a good zombie?
Oh,
Who's a good zombie?
oh, nice
so
guy.
cute.
Oh,
Look at him.
Oh, look at him.
This tiny sword.
Oh, a nasty little zombie in here. Well, you're floating, but that doesn't mean that you can reach us from here. No.
No
Well,
rotten flesh for you today.
in case you ever get hungry again, well, you can always grab stuff out of the item current. That's something nice about sitting in this. But other than that, I think you'll be having to deal with this situation now. right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. He will. Well, let's head downstairs.
Unless there's an update that he drops the armor, then he might get free again.
You might suddenly disappear.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He might.
We need to build up a arena for him first, maybe.
Yeah. We'll give him an honest fight versus, I don't know, like 10 iron golems.
We'll go down in history.
Oh yeah. So over here we have to show you our new fancy furnace array station. Hooray! So this invention is, well, you put any smeltable items in top of here. So let's, for example, put in netherrack, and they get split up perfectly evenly across those furnaces. If the lever down here is at the bottom position, stuff will just get processed in this chest here. And actually, there were some chicken in the minecart as well, because I didn't empty it out. But the netherrack is going to be processed anytime soon, and it's really quick, obviously 12 times quicker than a normal furnace. And if you have the lever in the upmost position, you will automatically sort the items back into the system again, because it fires them out into a water current, and you can actually see it over here, and it puts it back into one of the drop chutes. And this system is quite nice, because I developed a different distribution system for it, which actually works far more reliable than the one I showed in the, as you can see over here, is the dropper which fires out the items back into the central shaft. So I was saying that the distribution system is far more reliable and actually divides the stuff properly. And here, let's take a look at it. Ah, dang it, no jump boost anymore. Who removed the jump boost peak? Whatever.
Well, I just brought it back to from where you took it.
Okay.
From your own beacons.
The chest here is the one where you fill in the items. I actually could put in the gold ore now. Got in my inventory, and well, it lands in the bottom chest here and directly gets grabbed by the hopper minecart. And as soon as the hopper minecart exceeds a certain threshold, it will release, and it just holds in place by this iron bar, and well, it's in a position where it's on the booster rail, so it gets boost when it starts, and it's at the same time on the detector rail, and it will get held back by this piston here. So the comparator here can actually directly check the state of a minecart if well, the minecart is sitting on a detector rail. I don't know if everyone knew this already, but it's quite useful in this case, because if the minecart here passes the threshold of 24 items, the reason is we got 12 furnaces, and it's traveling back and forth, and so it will dispense an item twice into each furnace. That's 24 items, and we can set it with this furnace here, outputting a redstone signal, which just locks the comparator here. It's actually super simple. You can see it, and as soon as the threshold passes that, the minecart will release. And the real good thing about this is that it perfectly splits up the items and doesn't have this issue with the normal or the other distribution system Tango showed, and also Codecrafted showed once, that some furnaces will get more items than others. And might also just show this once again in a separate video to be and with a well-done note for people who can't directly figure out how to build this from just looking at it.
I did an LP on that.
But also Milky Way did an LP at that, but probably that's the best way. Just take a look at Milky Way's video. And if you're wondering what do we use as a fuel source for this, well, it's simply sticks from our witch farm. And we are getting so many sticks that we don't even need to distribute them equally, because all those hoppers are already filled up, and pretty much whenever a furnace burns an item, it will refill this, and all these sticks here in this hoppers here are kind of a threshold, so we don't need a proper distribution system for this. We couldn't extend this to more than 12 furnaces, by the way, because a hopper can only process 2.5 items per second, and a stick will last for 5 seconds in a furnace. That means, if you have 12 furnaces, they will actually you could only feed 12.5 furnaces with one hopper chain, and the furnaces will use up the sticks quicker than the hopper chain could actually refill them. So we decided to use 12 because it already also perfectly fits there, and someone else did put another item in it. And I think the system is really cool and efficient, and also it's nice how you can actually see the furnaces filling up one after another. And yeah, we got gold ingots in here. if you're wondering what this button does, since the minecart only starts when there are 24 or more items in it, if you just want to have the last few items out when you're done with cooking a lot of stuff, you can press this button here and it will dispense the last few items out as well, and overriding pretty much the threshold. Yep, so I think this already explains the furnace station quite well. The reason why I have those furnaces all accessible is if some idiot accidentally puts in something which is not smeltable, it will get stuck in the furnaces and you need to be able to access them to get it out. Otherwise it would be stay in there forever and disable those. Hooray! Okay. But we are not done yet, guys. We are not done yet. There is even more progress on the server here. It has been 3 weeks since the last server tour, but that also means that 3 weeks of a lot of effort and work went into this. So let's check out the next. Okay, we are back here in the perimeter and, well, we dug more out. Hooray! So over here you can see
Have knockback.
that you have knockback, Milky Way, right? Can perfectly see this. And we also see that we started to dig out a circle here. Yeah, it makes just well, it just makes more sense since we save a lot on digging time. The corners don't even well make any sense because the area in the middle, which is spawn proof, is about just as big if you build a circle instead of a square. And that just makes it well, way more convenient. I also think that the circle looks just way more impressive. It's obviously a lot of work to shape out the circle properly in case instead of just digging straight. But I think we even save on work compared to just digging out the whole square. And we didn't capture any time lapses of this, unfortunately, so far, because we are all just digging at random times. But maybe we'll be able to show you this, how we made this when we are about to finish the whole circle. Let's get up and show you something which we really badly needed for the completion of this. And that is a chunk loading system which would always load our storage, bulk storage room while we are digging in here. And that's what this over here does. The reason, once again, is that when we were digging here and no one was at the bulk storage to load the stuff up, the stuff would accumulate at the border of the last loaded chunk and be so much that once someone enters the area, way too many stacks at once would appear there. Actually, you saw it in the last server tour when we had those a lot of dirt stacks circling around. It pretty much happened all the time with cobble, as long as no one was AFKing at our bulk storage room. And yeah, well, to avoid this, we installed this chunk loading system here. So in my last video about the chunk loading mechanics with a self-loading minecart track, I explained this already. But pretty much there are two different kinds of chunks. Let me just quickly do a sum up. There are border chunks and, well, chunks which are in the middle of 5x5 loaded chunks. And only those chunks, and that's the important thing, do also process item ticks, which means that only in those chunks items will actually flow across water currents, for example, which is the case in our case, over here, when no one is close to them. And hoppers can load chunks when they are facing each other at a chunk border. So over here, for example, there is a border. You can see the Z coordinates switching from 15 to 0. And over here, there's another border because, yeah, the X coordinate also switches. So there's a corner of 4 chunks pretty much over here. And this is the case for every corner where you can see the pistons, which, well, pretty much all those hovers are placed at those borders here. And they constantly keep the chunks here loaded when someone leaves the area, unless they are powered. And that's a really cool fact. You can disable and enable the chunk loading by powering those hoppers, because they only actually try to load the other chunk when they want to process items, and they only want to process items if they are not powered. So this is all hooked up to one central lever at the perimeter, and I use pistons again, you know, for not chunks which are further away from the player. Repeaters are not very reliable, and this is a 5 wide chunk stripe. So that the central chunk where all the items are processed and also sorted into the system are, yeah, well, the central stripe is pretty much all of those chunks have 5x5 loaded chunks around. And I'm starting to ramble way too long here, I know. But the disabling is of course necessary to avoid any unnecessary lag and memory leak once no one actually needs the system here anymore. And so if you ever wanted to, for example, build an iron farm, which is always working when you're not close to it and don't want to build it in the spawn chunks, you can just set up a system of hoppers around your iron farm just in the same way as I did it over here. And you can disable the global loading of the iron farm by putting redstone on top of those hoppers and power them all, and enable it again by unpowering them. Which has the big advantage of being able to turn it off when it causes too much lag, for example, or when you already got enough iron and just don't want to get spammed with more, or if there are any other reasons for it.
The turning off doesn't actually work unless you unload the dimension or the world.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
You mean? Okay, I probably didn't explain this properly. What happens is if you turn this off, well, actually you need to turn on the power for the repeaters, for the hoppers, and then just walk along here once and then walk off, then it's unloaded.
yeah, that would be one way.
Yeah, and that's the main feature, so it keeps those chunks loaded when a player leaves the area. But if you power these now, so that the hoppers are locked and wouldn't keep them loaded anymore, but those chunks are over there already far outside of the player reach, they would still stay loaded. They only get unloaded if a player leaves an area. So to actually unload the witch farm, or not witch farm, iron farm you build outside the spawn chunks, you would have to power them again, then go to the farm and then leave it again, and after that it's unloaded. Yep, so enough explanation about this. This is all hooked up to the central lever over there. All of those hopper combinations placed at the corner of 4 chunks, and that's it. And well, the system worked really well and helped us a lot when digging out in this perimeter, because we always had 1 manpower more to be able to dig actually, instead of AFKing somewhere. Hooray!
How many melons did you bring, man?
What are you guys doing over there?
Creeper.
Milky Way is trying to
Oh,
destroy
no.
a melon.
Come over here. No! Dang it.
Aww.
We need another creeper.
Well guys, what time is it at the moment?
Time
Looks
to
like
end
time
the
to end the
episode.
episode.
Time
Yep.
20 episode.
Indeed, and Milky
What
was
was
late
the
again. I guess he's in another time zone, but that's right. So I hope you pleased you with all the new stuff we showed you, and I hope it was also an interesting episode once again. We'll keep up the server, continue building, continue developing, and hopefully continue impressing you with new and interesting creations in the future. And as you can see, creating a backup. Yeah, we need to back up now. And we'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.
Bye.
Yeah, goodbye.
Bye.
Hey guys, so here I'm back in the storage room, and actually before I end this episode, just one last thing I was asking you, and that is right now I'm not getting too many comments below my videos. If you take a look, there are 25,000 people who have been watching the new Servertour, pretty much, so at least 25,000 views on every video, and still there are, when you put out the advertisements and the first comments, maybe 200 to 300 comments below an episode, which means that roughly 1% of the people are actually commenting, and I think there is probably way more questions, but people just don't ask them because they're too lazy to do, or probably they think they will never get a reply ever. So I think I will just say that I will answer all comments which are not spam or any completely off-topic and misleading stuff, which will be posted within the first 3 days in the new Servertour. So, and if it's just a smiley because someone says I like your videos, then it's also fine, but just saying I will try to reply to every comment which has been posted within the first 3 days of releasing this video. So feel free to comment, and we'll see if there are some interesting comments which we can just talk about, and we'll see how it develops. I'm out now. Bye bye, and I hope you liked this episode.